Okay, so we're filming. So we're going to talk about why dogs focus and why dogs become unfocused. And then I'm going to give you some exercises to practice. And part of this focus exercise is going to be turning him on and turning him off, or taking him to different arousal states. And then it's over.
Okay.
And having him go to, oh, it's over, okay. So you're going to teach him that it's over.
Okay.
So when we were out there last week and he wanted to play and he was all kinds of, if we teach it's over, we play with him a little bit, give him that play, and then it's over, and I'll show you how to do that. And it's a very cool thing, and it takes a dog from low arousal to high arousal to low arousal, and most people don't teach this to their dogs, so they just let their dog, kind of be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, dang. So okay, Don't get along, I'll just put up with that. That's what most people do. They just put up with their dogs' quirks because they don't know how, or they don't teach, or they haven't had somebody that does that. I have a few notes because there's a lot here. Anyhow, focus, lack of focus. The reason dogs become unfocused is they lack enthusiasm. So it's either it's not fun to train, or they're an introverted dog. They're just really kind of shy and introverted, and so it's easier just to zone off. Some dogs have a low natural activity level. That is a bulldog, that type of, so they're just, that is not what you have. Some dogs are stressed, and your dog is one of those dogs that gets stressed. Some dogs feel pressure. So you're going to take your dog Tucker to the park, and you're going to have a good time, and then Tucker starts doing stuff that kind of embarrasses you, or you really wish he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels you. He feels that right down the leash. You're not happy. You're upset. You get mad. You get, whatever you get. It doesn't matter. He feels that. So the dog will become unfocused because it doesn't want to disappoint. So some dogs have environmental overload. They can't take everything that's going on. That would happen if you went to a park that he had never been to, or you went into the water, or took him to a boat, or somewhere where he'd never been, and it's like, oh my God, there's so much going on here, and they shut down.
Okay.
And the other is that they're just overwhelmed. They are just overwhelmed with everything that's going on. You know what that feels like. They just shut down. So another reason they become unfocused is lack of control. So lack of control is self-control, impulse control, and so impulse control is one of the things we teach with the mat work, with the cookie jar smackdown, that sort of thing. That starts to teach them impulse control. Self-control, some dogs have better self-control than others. So it's just a matter of training them. Some have a really high natural activity level. Your dog has a high natural activity level. Mm-hmm. That's what your dog is. Mm-hmm. Some have a high interest in the environment. It's like you go for a walk, they never turn around and look at you or acknowledge you in any way, shape, or form. They're into the environment.
That's not him. He's always watching me.
Yeah.
We're walking along, and
he's looking up.
He's checking me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Some dogs have a lack of control because they just haven't been trained. So that happens. They get stressed. They get overeager. They get intense. They start to zoom all over the place. That zooming is an overeager, stressed out dog. I had Rhodesian Ridgeback that was like that. I mean, you would go out with him and he would just start to race. You know, he just couldn't stand, he just couldn't stand it. He had to get rid of that activity. And then dogs have a lack of control. They have a reactivity. So we've got lack of focus is lack of attention, and there's a whole bunch of things that cause lack of attention, and then lack of control, and then lack of confidence. And you have sensitive dogs, you have anxious and nervous dogs, you have fearful dogs, and you have owners that have unrealistic expectations.
Our South Dakota Wheaten Terrier is totally nervous, anxious, safe in the house, but as soon as you go outside, it's got to be perfect. No dogs, no trucks, no construction, no hammering in the distance. It's got to be perfect, and she's fine. But otherwise, it's not pretty.
She's not
and then he's more laid back. He's just wild. I mean, I've had him right next to semi trucks with the engines running, talking to somebody, and he's like, he's chill about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how different they are.
So your Wheaten has the environment overwhelms the Wheaten.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. Another reason for lack of focus or being unfocused is a lack of clarity. So there's confusion and uncertainty about what do you want? What do you want? That can be really cleared up by a reward marker word, and that just lets them know that's the behavior I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so that confusion. The other reason that there might be confusion or uncertainty is because they just don't know it yet. So it takes a whole lot more repetitions for a dog to learn something than most people think.
Mm-hmm.
I had a person over here the other day, and I have stairs going up to my couch, and they have stairs at their house going up to their couch, and she kept saying, go up the stairs, and the dog wouldn't do it. And I said, well, you have to teach them, you have to sort of show them, lure them up there. And she goes, oh, he knows how. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. If he knew how, he would have done it because she told him to. He's not willful about not following, what would please you. He's not, dogs aren't willful like that. Well, Malinois maybe. But most of them are. And then there's pressure on the dog without preparation. So you want to take the dog out on the boat. You're going to go out, and it's Sunday, and you're going out on Lake Murray, and the dog's never seen the boat before, and you take it out, and you get on the boat, and you zoom off, and the dog is insane. You haven't prepared them. You didn't go to the boat and feed on the boat and have an afternoon without going anywhere, none of those things. So that happens. A lot of this happens with people that are competing. That's you, silly.
So just so you kind of get his personality, or we have a pontoon boat, and it's tied up next to the dock, and there was like a 6-inch space between the dock and the boat, and he was totally freaked out about that. And then so we did a little on and off the boat. Finally he got it, and then the first boat ride went phenomenally well, and then from then on he's totally cool. He loves going on the boat.
So you have more confidence than you show.
Yeah,
huh?
and Gypsy loves going on the boat too. So
There you go. There you go. Aren't you a lucky dog? Yeah, do you go swimming out there?
no, we haven't. He hasn't been in the water yet.
Yeah.
So I've showered him 3 or 4 times, but
Preparation.
he's not been in the water. And Gypsy doesn't like it in the water, but our daughter's dog Cooper is a lab pit.
Oh, well, he loves the
That
water.
thing goes right in the water,
Yeah.
even if it's cold. So our dogs have been watching, but they haven't been participating in the getting in the water. Now when summer comes, we got steps going down to the water, so we could be in the water and try to lure him in and teaching how to get back to the shore, the stairs. I mean, we'll eventually
Just
do
let
that.
him, I wouldn't try to lure him. If he wants to go in, he's gonna go in. I had a German Shepherd that absolutely, she would run on the beach and she'd run into the waves. You could throw a ball out, she'd go out over her head and come back.
Mhm.
And then I had another German Shepherd, he wouldn't get his paws wet.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go anywhere near that water. I just always kind of respect what they want, because not respecting it sort of gets you
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Well, in 2 weeks we're going to the beach with our camper, and we'll be right next to the beach. So they're going to be walking up and down the beach. And
They're going to be walking up and down the
it'd be
beach.
interesting to see, what the water's like, water experience.
So this is just getting the dog on your left
Getting
side.
more focused, yeah.
Yeah, this is just getting the dog on your left side. So I'm just gonna, and you walk him up. You bring him up to where he's supposed to be. His shoulder should be, you should be a little bit further. So his shoulder should be here.
Okay.
And then what I do is get it. Now he should walk right back up here, because this is mat work. Okay. All right, well maybe. Sometimes never. I have a 5-second rule. Okay, so let's do it again. Come on, we'll try it again. We'll see if you want to do it. All right, come on. Come on, right up here. Come on. Come on, come forward. Yeah, there you go. Sit. Whoops, easy does it, buddy. You got 1 foot on and 1 foot off. That's good. Good boy. Get it. Nice. Get your butt on. I'll take that, because I'll lower my criteria, because he's just learning and he didn't get to practice mat work. But it's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you throw the treat behind you when you do it. You just have him walk up. Yes. Yes, that's it. That was perfect. Good. Get it. Come forward just a little bit more. I'm going to learn just a little bit more, because you were so good. Sit. You got 1 foot off. Come on. Come forward. There you go. Now sit. Yeah. That's it. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. So good. Cookie scatter. 4 times. It's amazing what they'll do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
For a cookie? So, here are your exercises for focus. These are good, and you can do these out in the world too. But first you do them in your house. So you're going to start by, you're going to count out 10 treats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't care whether you let them know that you have treats. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! So now we're going to do a rapid fire treat. So we're going to give him 10 as fast as we can. I don't care if he's looking at me I just want him eating the treats, okay? Yes. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Cookie scatter. Now, he has nice focus. You know, and that's part of, a lot of that is genetics. I mean, that's who they are, you know? So what we're going to do now, and I'm going to turn so you can see, is we're going to capture focus. Like we captured down over there, we're going to capture it. So, yes. Yes. So he looks up at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 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 Good baby. Good dog. Cookie scatter. I'm just going to reset him. And now I'm going to ask for now I was just capturing that if he did it, but now I want him, now I have given him 15 treats. I want him to focus on me now. So, yes. Nope. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.